What up? Saddened to hear of a friend who passed. I hadn't seen him in a long time. I seen him online and stuff, and we were just talking back on the 20th or the 19th. He was gonna come up to my shop, and we were talking about coming down here to do a walk and talk together. Dave Martin. You know, I knew him years ago, lost contact for decades, and just kind of reconnected. Excuse me. And you know, he had cancer, and I don't know, when I talked to him last, like we were supposed to, you know, meet up and this and that. I didn't get the message because it was on Messenger and I don't have any of my notifications on. So I gave him my phone number to reach out next time, you know. And so we kind of made like loose plans to meet up and, you know, shoot the shit. And, you know, he told me that he was, like I was messaging him and he's like, I'm just in the middle of my cancer treatments, you know. And he didn't really go into depth, you know. He was talking about how he's always fighting with his doctors to stay off the opioids because of pain, and, you know, and he said that he was doing that for I believe, and, you know, whatever, but, yeah, it just, you know, it hits you every time, you know. I mean, I think he was born in 67 or something, so he's a few years older than me, but that's still not that old. I mean, I know to young folk it's old, but, you know, I'm 53, and I think he was about 55, 56, somewhere in there. But dedicate this round to you, Dave. You know, I didn't really see, because I've been on Facebook since the first, and then I was checking my numbers on a video because, you know, I'm self-centered. And I had seen James Kane that he had posted a few days back that he lost a good friend, and it was a picture of Dave and his dog. I was really hoping it was the dog, but, you know, you hear that? That's the ice. It's a whoop, 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 whoop. It's cracking and everything. But, yeah, man, I just wanted to kind of touch base and say, you know, rest in peace, brother. You know, we've lost far too many, far too soon. You know, I mean, people are like, oh, it was in the 50s. You know, a lot of people I know have died over the last couple of years in their 50s. Chuck a Nut, Patrick McCarthy, or Ernest McCrae, I should say, not Chuck a Nut, but everybody knows him as Chuck a Nut. Patrick McCarthy. I mean, I don't know what they necessarily died of. I know Patrick died of brain cancer, and Chucky died in his sleep at 55. You know, and there's countless others. So many people. Jess from, you know, that used to be the bartender in the Middle East. You know, she died a few years back. Debbie Higgins. You know, it don't matter what color you are. It don't matter if you're male or female. It don't matter if you got plans tomorrow. When it's your time, it's your time, you know. From what I could see from Dave going out, you know, he carried himself with respect and dignity. You know, I see some people saying some really nice things about the man. You know, I hope and pray that when it's my time to go, people don't come in and say fake nice things about me. You know, I want them to be true. I want to be a decent human being. You know, I want to live my life with dignity and respect, even if I'm sick. I just talked to a gentleman that I apologized for an incident that we had down here. I mean, we must have talked for almost an hour, you know, and he told me he's got cancer, and, you know, and that our conversation that we had when I apologized to him, I mean, not necessarily that part, but, and then he apologized to me today too, because for his part in it, you know, which I respect, and we had a really great conversation, but I forget what my point was, but you know, we were talking about ego and growing up and wisdom and, you know, and he was talking about his friend. So he was with this woman walking by when his dog came up over the bluff. It was barking. You know, it was a puppy, you know, a big puppy, but still a puppy, right? I found out later. The dog's only 2 years old now, and this was over like a year ago. But anyway, and then we had words because I had my speaker blast in, and he's like, well, you're not supposed to have a speaker. And, you know, I was like, well, fuck you. Blah, blah. So we had words, right? And then the woman that he was with, he said, like, she's like this person, she's got no ego and, like, you know, very secure in herself. And like, he looked to her and he's like, fuck's up with that guy, man? Fucking asshole. And she's like, I don't know, man. You could see it in his face. He's going through something. You know, she goes, you know, he probably needs kindness. You know, I'm paraphrasing here, rather than, you know, an argument. She goes, you know, you can tell he's going through something. You can just see it in his face. And I told him, I said, yo, she was 100% right. 150% correct. You know, yeah, I put the drugs away a while back, but like I couldn't deal with the demons in here. I couldn't deal with the regrets that I had in here, right? I couldn't be alone with my thoughts. Hence the speaker, you know, and he was like, is that why? And I was like, yeah. He's like, shit. And he explained to me, like, you know, what his friend had said. And I said, tell her she's 100% correct. And, you know, thank her for her grace and kindness, even though I didn't know about it till just now. You know, maybe I felt it, right? Because I stopped using my speaker soon thereafter, you know, because I felt that the interaction was bad, right? I felt that I could have did better, you know, and that's what I do on a day-to-day basis today. I try to live with some dignity and respect for others. You know, if I don't feel the dignity of myself, I don't feel respect for myself, I'm not gonna give anybody else dignity and respect. I'm not able to, because I'm not allowed to give myself that grace. You know, I just, you know, losing another friend, even though, you know, it's been some time since I've seen him in person, right? But we did speak online quite a bit. You know, it puts life in perspective, right? If you feel you've given up, yeah, you might be right, you know. But if you're still breathing, you can still fight. I know if Dave was still breathing today, he'd still be fighting. You know? I mean, whatever happened, you know, and his fight in this realm is over, you know. I hope he gets the peace that he needed. And, you know, he seemed pretty peaceful when I spoke with him, you know. Like I said, he mentioned that he was in treatment that moment. You know, he wasn't like he was trying to be like, oh, feel bad for me. You know what I mean? He mentioned it again after that. He's like, oh, I'm just in the middle of blah, blah, blah. And I was like, wow. You know, and then I seen him doing his daily thing, you know, online and stuff, and still meeting up with people, taking photographs. You know, I really regret that I missed that message that he sent me, because, you know, he was going to come up and take photos of the shop, and, you know, it would have been a nice connection, you know. So what I'm saying, folks, you know, don't live your life full of regrets. You know, what are you going to think at the end of your life? Are you going to think, man, I really should have worked for that guy who couldn't give a fuck about me for more hours every day? You know, man, I should have disrespected my friends and family, you know. I should have got a, you know, whatever it is, man. Like, I guarantee you're not going to say, man, I wish I had more hours at work, you know. And so today I come out here so I don't have as many regrets tomorrow. You know, I'm done regretting my life. I'm done settling for less, settling to be a loser. You know, I still don't feel like I'm exactly where I want to be, but I'm pushing every day, you know. I started doing, you know, an extra round every day now, right? Next month I'll push another one out, you know. I'm doing more push-ups now. You know, I want to give it my all. And taking care of my physical out here helps me take care of my mental and my spiritual, you know. Hey, everybody, one love, you know. Reach out to people, man. You just never know when the last time you're going to say hello is. All right, love you. Peace.